everyone, karibuni sana to your favorite show, Iftar and Chill, where today I'm accompanied with my friends, Mariam and Khadija. Na leo tunaongelelea Ramadan Reverts. And yeah, it's such a beautiful topic, I feel. And it's such an important topic because in this day and age, mashallah, 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 tumekaribisha watu wengi sana kwa
yes.
yetu, yeah? And then
because statistics also say that Islam is the fastest growing religion in the world.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah,
it's a very, first of all, the topic you've mentioned is a very interesting topic. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Because from that you get to see that you see even from the word revert itself, it's like you're reverting back to something that's just meaningful.
Why do we call it that?
We call it reverts because we were all born Muslims. Yeah. And now, after we were being born, other religions came in, and we were mixed up somewhere along the way.
Yeah.
But as you grow, you realize yourself, and then you come back home. It's like a lost kid, and then he found his way back home. So that's the beauty of coming back home.
I literally got goosebumps because I find it, it's such a beautiful thing.
Yeah, very beautiful.
As I'm kuja, like, they were not Muslim before, and they came from a different faith.
Yeah.
I'm a stranger, the feeling of karibu nyumbani, like welcome back home, which is such a beautiful feeling.
Yeah, and also you realize that we Muslims, when somebody reverts back to Islam, there's that kind of warmth that you're given once you're reverted up or mskitini, that welcoming, and everybody is so happy for you. And in some areas, somebody volunteers, I will give you this, I will give you this, I will give you this, I will teach you this, and it's so amazing.
It is, especially us as Muslims, the way we have ile sense ya community, ile jamii vile tuko wengi, especially kwanza kwa iman, kiasi zile kila mtu baada na kufunga na kutana pale msikitini, if it's talking, if it's chilling, if it's like going to the mosque, it's such a good feeling to do.
And in some mosques you find that once you've reverted, everybody is like, ule ndo ameslimu. Oh, kila mtu, assalamu alaikum, karibu. Assalamu alaikum, karibu. Uko na kila kitu, uko sawa. Leo nimekualika iftari nyumbani. Leo sijui ni, and it's such an amazing feeling.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Because based on that, you see, many people maybe would want to think of it as, okay, so we've had reverts. Like it's a very common thing. They usually say revert. And then someone asks, like, what's the difference with this revert and convert? Someone would ask that. Because convert, like if you just Google it up, convert is like a person moving from this religion to Islam. And then they go to revert. I think there are two sides of the coins when you say about reverts. Because you see, the way there's this word kwa street, wanasema kama wewe ni revert, inamaanisha ni wewe mtu mwenye labda ulikuwa Muislamu, ukaasi dini, out of that, right? Like umeasi dini and then you go back to Islam. We can also call those ones reverts.
Yes.
We can also call reverts the ones now who have now converted from Islam. From
other religions to Islam,
just like the way Mariam has pointed out, like we were all born Muslims.
Yes.
Yeah, by nature we were all born Muslims, alhamdulillah, and then along the way we
other
became of other
religions
and other faiths. But when it's reverting now back to Islam. Now that's the word revert.
Yeah.
Which is a very interesting thing.
It is. And I feel like as much as it is beautiful, tuangalie like realistically, vile ni ngumu for some people, kwa sababu ukiimagine, as much as it's beautiful, it is such a beautiful feeling. Ukiangalia like mtu amekuwa, let's say they've been Christian all their lives, they're used to, especially those steadfast ones, they're used to a very, very different lifestyle, and then they come into a religion that everything, they have to like revamp their whole lifestyle, Sani ile, kama, especially tuseme kama, sasa kesho ni Ramadhan. Mimi nimekuwa Muislamu leo, there are certain things, even for example, tuseme, like how do I tackle that? Do you know what I mean?
Okay, what I can say is, see, because I've had like I think 2 or 3 sisters in Islam who've actually reverted, who are reverts of Islam, and alhamdulillah for that. If you meet them, I think with reverts we should all try and see if we can just hold their hands through the journey,
yeah.
Because that thing is very challenging. It's like adjusting from one type of living to this other type of living. You're used to not covering yourself, and then all of a sudden you're expected to be covering yourself. That's one
Especially
thing.
for ladies.
Especially for ladies, because if you meet reverts out here, utakwambia ladies most of the times wanakwanga na that challenge. That's number one, because covering themselves. You know, with men, you can't tell, like you could just walk na mpitane unless aseme assalamu alaikum. Maybe that's why you will say okay wa alaikum salam, maybe he's a Muslim. But with ladies, you know, the hijab is the identity. Now tukipishana na mtu mwenye si Muslim, you can't easily tell. That's one of the challenges. And then the other challenges is, let's say, about tahara for ladies. You see, it's very different. I wouldn't want to dig deeper with that, but I think we all understand when I say that. It's a very, let's say, delicate situation for women in reverting to Islam, especially during Ramadan. So I would say let's just try and hold
Embrace
their hands,
them.
because they say also in also a famous hadith that Mwenyezi Mungu ni mwenye kuelewa.
Yes.
He's understanding.
Very
Yeah,
understanding.
he knows that okay, you've reverted to Islam and this is very difficult for you. So akiona unalegea kwa kidogo anaelewa.
Yeah,
As long
pia
as you have
another
that support
challenge yenye
system.
reverts wana face ni rejection from their families. Like there are those families that are so much against Islam.
Such a painful thing.
Yeah, so once you've reverted, like they cut you off completely.
Yes.
So it is wewe na Mungu wako.
That is very true.
And sisi kama Waislamu, that's where we come in, and we need to hold them, like tuwashikilie hivi kabisa, because once mtu amekuja huko ameingia ametoshea, sisi ndio tumshike mkono tumuonyeshe tunaenda hivi, because unapata reverts wengine if wanakosa hiyo guidance, wanakosa mtu akumshikilia mkono, ana backslide anarudi huko nje.
No, najua me, I think it's not even I think it's also duty to hold each other's hands as brothers and sisters in Islam. Huwezi sema tu okay, you know what, this sister has come to me, I've done my part by maybe bringing the sister or the brother to the sheikh or the imam or the ustadha who converted them or converted them rather to Islam, and then unasema iniishi hapo. Your duty haijaishi hapo. No,
your duty haijaishi hapo, because you've taken that sole responsibility ya kumpeleka ameconvert amekuwa Muislamu. Na umshike mkono umbe hivi ndo tunafanya udhu. Hivi ndo tunaswali. Hivi ndo tunasoma Quran. Pali na kushinda, look for somebody mwenye ako more advanced kukushinda, anafanya nini anamuelezea. Ama unamtafuta sheikh, unatafuta ustadha anakuja anafanya nini anamuelezea. And then pole pole tu una build up hivi pole pole to then ndo unapata reverts wengine ile imani imewaingia sana, they end up wamesoma kutushinda hata sisi ambao tumesoma tumezaliwa kwenye dini. You get that support and then imani yao una realize mmesoma Biblia sana, and you realize whatever is in the Bible and whatever is in the Quran, most of the things zinaendana. So unakuta this much deeper than what is there on the Bible. So inasaidia wao wanajenga imani yao, wanakuwa na ile interest, wanasoma dini kutushinda. So tukiwaachilia mikono, they are losing out on a lot, and that is why wengine wakiachiliwa mikono wana backslide, wanapotea.
And emphasizing on that point, by the way, kwa sababu ni ile Waislamu, like usisahau huyo tu, like that one river tumemshikilia mkono, you can even be responsible for generations and generations of Muslim after that.
Yes.
Kwa mfano, my own mother, one of the biggest role models in my life. So she was a Christian. You know, she was a Christian, na ile it's the same situation vile umesema. Akakuja akakuwa Muislamu, her whole family, hata wedding yake hakuna mtu alikuja from her family side.
That's bad.
Which is so painful. You
know it's very painful.
Lakini for that one friend that my mom had, ile alimshika mkono. Also, my dad was Muslim. So Nile, because she was welcomed into a whole community, I wouldn't be here sitting today talking about Islam and how beautiful of a religion it is.
Yes.
So I feel like even that's why us as Muslims, we should be very, very careful. Tuachane na pia ile pressure. Kwa sababu wachana na sasa, you see how Waislamu they come into evil rivers, they come into Islam. Okay, they already have pressure on thinking, okay, I have to adapt a whole new lifestyle.
Yes.
Unapata Muislamu, they have no bad intentions because you want to show them the right way. But then there are some people who overdo it. They don't understand that this is
a learning process.
Hakuna difference na mtoto amezaliwa juzi. You need to teach them first how to walk. you need to kwanza they have to
Baby
crawl
steps.
They have
baby
to crawl.
steps. They have to crawl first ndo atembe, you know, then that's how they grow.
Yeah.
So unapata mtu amekuwa Muislamu leo unamwambia haya shika ndio Qur'ani hajui lugha. Haya shika ndio hii, unajua sisi ndio tunaswali hivi, shika hii ama saini saa swala ama ni mtu hata anashtuka kidogo anasema hata kama ni hii I didn't know this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if our own Mungu wetu mwenyewe, you know, it's a matter of step by step, you know, it's who are we kufanya hivyo mtu, we see wenyewe we don't even like, you know, we're not perfect as we are. So it's a matter of like, you know, giving them
kuchukua hatua kidogo kidogo.
Yeah.
Ni kama uwezi, ni kama mtu ametoka kwa koma and then unataka tu aanze kukula ugali na mboga saa hiyo. Haiwezi. Anaanza unaanziwanga uji fluids kwanza, tumbo ikishazoea ndio unaanza kufanya nini? Unaanza kupoezi chakula zingine. Ni kama pia mtoto amezaliwa, lazima atambae, atembee na viti hivi and then anatembea na miguu yake. The same way na reverts, mwanzishi hapa chini kabisa. Udhu, tohara, chini pole pole, ndio by the time anafika kumwambia sasa hii ndio Qur'an tunasoma hivi, anajua lazima ushike Qur'an ukiwa wewe ni msafi, ukiwa uko na udhu, ukiwa na vitu 1 2 3, na anajua nafaa kufanya tahara na tahara inafanywa 1 2 3. Unaona vitu kama hizo, si ati mtu amesilimu leo asubuhi ikifika saa 7 unataka umfundishe hadith, fiqh, sira, kila kitu kwa,
And then also
haiwezi. You don't bombard them with information, they will run away.
Because there's this other thing yenye sisi tunakuanga zile za, you know, now that you're a Muslim, you know you've been on a very wrong path. Kuanga mtu kafiri and all that. I think we shouldn't be so much on the negative side.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be on the negative at all.
Yes, because for us, most of us, in fact I think all of us here are born Muslim.
Yes.
Sisi tumezalia ndani wa Uislamu.
Yeah.
Atujone ni
Hatujui
challenge.
struggle.
We don't know the struggle yenye huko nje.
Yeah. So Hail and Mariam, me I usually appreciate if I meet any person, I even feel zile za wow, you have actually taken the step.
It's a very big step.
Muslim.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like umekaa chini ukasema, you know
Yes.
what, I'm no longer serving this religion and my faith has changed.
From today onwards.
First of all, I usually respect those people. Before anything else, like you've taken that step.
Yeah.
Because wao wamekuwa vile the way we've been told Islam is the right religion. Pia wao walikuwa
Even ndo naambiwa.
Yeah.
Christianism is the right religion.
Yeah.
So ni ile unakuja unasema sasa wewe unajua hata like tumefurahi sana umekuja sasa hiyo hata ulikuwa kwa vitu mbaya umeelekezwa.
And then how do you tell somebody umekuwa kwa vitu mbaya na whatever is in their book, it's what is in our book.
Meaning that person has like actually gone out of their way.
Yeah. You see, that's courage only.
I'm making this decision. Like because unaona watu kama hao ukipitana nao na washike dini vizuri sana. They usually, no offense, nyaibu, but they're usually better than us.
Very much.
Because wao inatoka from a decision based. As inatoka from ile kulelewa.
Tulijikuta.
Yeah.
And then pia unapata if we hold them dearly hivi, tunawaambia tunaenda hivi pole pole. Yeah. With time unakuta huyu ndo alisilimu, sasa ndugu yake amefuata hivyo. And you give yourself a span maybe of 5 or 10 years, the whole family imejoin just because of a single person mwenye mlishika mkono ukamwonyesha sasa ndio njia. Yeye ile imani inamuingia pia, kienda nyumbani anaonyesha watu hivi ndo hivi, this is the path. And pole tu you realize a whole family imeconvert within a very short span of time. And that is very good.
Sasa yeah, which I was thinking now, sasa the way we've talked about how reverts and stuff, now we touch on the topic of Ramadhan. Kama mimi sasa nimekuwa Muislamu leo, si ni ngumu kwangu kufunga kesho.
Yes.
Which I feel like we will tackle that in a few minutes after we go on a break, inshallah. So stay tuned on your favorite show, Iftar and Chill. Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to your favorite show, Iftar and Chill. Pale nilikuwa na sisters wangu tukiongelelea mambo ya reverts.
Naam.
So before we went on a break, I mentioned this little thing ya ile
reverts in Ramadan.
Yeah, reverts in Ramadan. Tuseme sasa mi leo, today is the 30th ama 29th of the previous month. Yeah. Kesho ni Ramadan, kesho ni kurauka daku. Mimi nimezoea, mimi sijaifunga maisha yangu yote. Nifunge aje, nianze ape? Na sasa kwa sababu ni ile unaambiwa ni kutoka saa ngapi, saa fulani, hata bado asubuhi hajafika, ni usiku mpaka usiku, unaona. So how do I tackle that? Okay, so I was reading this ruling according to Ayatollah Sistani pale amesema on the first day of Ramadan, if hata kama ni nguvu kwako, you have to try and fast.
Because
you have to try and fast. Alafu, if it is a situation of life and death, yani hapo unajua hapa tena siezi, unafungua kidogo, unasia tisati ili unaweka pilau, unajaza pilau so ndo ukule, no. Unafungua kidogo ili upate energy, alafu ndo uendelee kufunga. But after that, where we know lazima sometimes when we miss our fast we have to repay, baada Ramadan hiyo lazima alipize. Yeah? So it's just another point emphasizing how easy it is now. It's not that, you know, difficult how people understand again.
Lazima ufunge. Usipofunga
no, it's never that way. Exactly. Some of us, I mean,
unaona afadhali wewe unasema mtu ana convert leo kesho ni Ramadhan. There are people who convert kati ya Ramadhan.
Yeah.
Ame convert leo magharibi. Sema ni siku ya 3 au ni siku ya 4 ya Ramadhani. Magharibi ame convert. Kesho anafanya mkena sawa.
I mean it's we shouldn't take it so complex tunasema. Because I think from the previous episodes tumesema like Allah has he has intended ease for us. Anatutakia tuwe na ile tusikwe na ile ugumu, tuwe na wepesi wa kufanya ibada yake. Sasa nasema this a small act. Any small good act yenye unaona it's very nice. Allah anaichukulia na maybe na uzito. The fact that we may take your step. Exactly. The fact that we may take your step to actually revert the way we said. I mean, it's just it's a big step. Maybe in front of Allah, it's even a better step for yourself.
The amount of patience and courage that you have to do to just change religion yako.
You face a lot of things, rejection from families, rejection from friends. People are like, "Hey, amechochwa huyu, amechochwa na wale marafiki zake."
Najua pia kuna Waislamu wengine wanadharau, which is unfortunate.
That's a point I also wanted to mention.
Huyu ataniambia nini na ameslimu tu juzi.
Exactly.
Fundisha nini kitu tunasahau ni hao watu wakirevert wanakuaga na psyche ya kusoma dini. So any small opportunity yenye napata yeye anasoma. Sisi tuko kwa comfort zone sababu tumeenda madrasa tunajifanya.
Suhaila
anaanza kukufunza.
Exactly. Suhaila has mentioned something very important, Mariam, because anasema I think sisi Waislamu wenyewe kwenye tunavunjana moyo. Like there's some Muslims out there. I'm not mentioning exactly names, but there's some Muslims out there. You'd find it that they're the ones who are actually making it hard for these reverts to
not even for the reverts, they're making it even difficult
for their fellow Muslims.
Yes.
And that's I think hiyo ni kitu yenye I think will bring them even punishment.
Kwa sababu hata sisi mimi mwenyewe mimi nimezaliwa Muislamu, familia yangu ni Muislamu, Waislamu wote. I'm not perfect.
Nobody is
perfect. I sin every day as myself. So me kuambia hata kuanza kudharau mtu who took such a large, unajua yao their canvas is clean. Si kama sisi, you know, us we've been years and years. Their canvas is clean. Unaona?
Kama ya mtoto hivi.
Yeah, like so, you're starting afresh. And then the good thing before you just sorry with the point. They say you see once you revert to Islam, they say whatever good deeds you used to do even before you are a Muslim, guess what? They're added. Regardless of your canvas being clean. Canvas being clean is you being like unaanza afresh, but guess what? Those good deeds
zinakuwa added.
You see how Allah is very merciful.
Yeah, very merciful.
Because hata kama as much as I was not in your religion, I am a good person and I'm a person at the end of the day. When it comes to matters of vitu zingine ni common sense. Si lazima uniambie kwa sababu mimi nimekuwa Muislamu juzi. I can't tell you what is right and wrong.
Exactly. Lazima tuambiane ukweli.
Yeah, to be honest.
Because as we know unaweza kuwa kwa dini over 40 years, lakini hapa you're not smart. Kuna mtu amerevert jana tu anakuwa kufanya makosa, anataka kukwambia hivi unafanya si vizuri, anajaribu kufanyia marekebisho, unadharau.
Imagine. That is very wrong because I think we should take it as a challenge for all of us.
It is.
Because tuifanye tu like something different this Ramadan. Let's just find a friend or a revert we know. Try and hold their hand.
That's true.
Ramadan, we said it's about giving. It's about the community. It's about ibadah.
Interacting with other
so
people.
Let's try and
creating also new connections.
Exactly.
And learning other people's ways of
so let's try and just hold maybe our revert's hand.
Do you imagine
in different ways?
Honestly, imagine tuseme kama people who live by themselves. Tuseme familia iko like tuseme another ushago. They live by themselves. Unaona amekuwa Muislamu juzi. You know how painful it is kufungua peke yako. Most of us as si Waislamu, when we look forward to Ramadan, sisi tunajua we have guests,
we have get together,
sleepovers zote, unaona? Sasa imagine unakuja, you come back to the house is lonely as it is, alafu you're experiencing such a special journey by yourself.
It's very difficult because during Ramadan unakuta hata mtu anahama kwao. Mimi nimeenda kwa auntie.
By the way, imagine,
and because it's Ramadan.
Whole month. Ramadan tunataka tukae hivi family tu inakuanga na love yake peke yake. Sometimes it's not even family, you just invite your friends. Khadija, Suhaila, you people just come.
To my place. Yes. I think we should do that because based on the topic, I think we should all take that into consideration.
We should,
including myself.
Yeah. Hata hivyo, apart from hivyo kuwa invite to iftar peke yake.
Yeah.
Mchukue as a person, take them to your community. You know, ni ile ataanza kujua, okay, jamii, most of the important things in Islam ni jamii. We have a lot of unity, alhamdulillah. Ni ile sasa, when it comes to such special months, everyone is gathering everywhere.
Exactly.
Asa instead of yeye pia kusikia, okay, namjua tu ule Muislamu mmoja na ina depend pia yeye atani invite. Introduce them to a community, you know, introduce them to different people. Oh, by the way, I have this friend of mine.
Friends, your religious leaders, your parents.
Yes.
Because saa zingine you are not there. Anaweza enda kwenyu. Anaweza kwa mama kwambia mama kama kuna shida anasema. Kama amekwama pale daktari anasema anakuja na mtoto nyumbani. Lakini sasa wewe mtu amerevert na unataka umshikilie tu hivi uko peke yako. No. Enda na yeye. Ukienda darasa, mwambie twende darasa. Because from these darsas, that's where they learn. Ukienda majlis, mshike mkono twende majlis. Because that's where they learn. And they pick a lot of things from there.
They do because when you are along the way.
Interest along the way. Mtu anasoma pole pole tu. Na pia kuna kitu chenye yeye atashika na utakuja shika.
Exactly.
Mnasaidiana.
Njua ile psyche pia ile ya kujua.
Wewe unaona venye mtoto akiendaga shule anakuwa excited.
First few days.
Because utapata in the long run pia venye ulimfanyia, guess what, atafanyia the next person. Atasema, okay, you want to become a Muslim, I'll hold your hand the way I was held.
That's true.
That's very nice.
That's very nice.
That's a very good thing we should consider.
Because I remember my brother had a friend, and this friend converted. We were still in primary, and my brother, they will go with him everywhere. I remember it was during Ramadan. So if Iftar iko kwetu, watafuturu kwetu. If they are going to my aunts, wanambeba wanaenda naye. Whichever place they are invited, wanamshika mkono wanaenda naye. And that guy to date, he is still a Muslim.
Mashallah.
Tushikaneni mkono. Si ati sasa kwa sababu umeshasilimu sijui nini. Tushikaneni mikono.
Exactly.
Because kama sisi mtu akislimu tutamshika mkono atapotea tu.
Ni kweli atapotea.
Hivi tukisema guys.
Si wenyewe tunapoteaga. It's true.
Alisilimu alafu kumbe ni sisi ndo tulimpotea.
It is actually ni wadhifa yetu, it is our duty. Unajua as fellow Muslims kumsaidia. And then a part of that sasa vile tunaongelelea Ramadan and as you know as Reverts as a whole. Quran being our most important, not even our most important book, that is our guideline. Talking about sasa vitu zingine hivyo Ramadan and Reverts, the most important book, hata si book, the guideline of us being religion. Muslims ni Quran. Unaona? Alafu Quran, most people know, unajua most people know. Hata saa zingine, I remember there was a friend of my mom's, alikuja nikakuja nikamwambia, unajua like she was talking about coming into Islam. Akaniambia na hii kitabu yenu mimi hata ndasoma aje, mimi sijui lugha. Unaona? Akaniambia hata si mambo hiyo tu peke yake. Quran alhamdulillah has a translation and it also has a tafsir. Which tafsir is basically describing what it's talking about in also in English. So I feel like a lot of Reverts pia wako na ile pressure ya voice guy era sijui ndasoma aje. They have English translations
and also Swahili. And if
exactly, actually other languages, very
we have other languages, and we also have sheikhs coming up when you wanafanya da'wa in different languages. Luo, Kikamba, Kikuyu.
Yes, by the way, amazing. That's very true.
So hata ukislimu and you don't know Arabic, and I translate to direct to your mother tongue. No struggles.
That's very true.
I agree.
And also adding on to that point, nimekumbuka kitu ni ile we keep on forgetting, and I feel like as a reminder to ourselves na pia ile kuambia ni Mungu our God, Allah, He rewards it. He rewards us according to our efforts.
Yes.
Striving to do something is what we're rewarded for. Si ati kuimaliza ama accomplishing it. So hata kama leo umepata tu hata hiyo fursa, let's say kujisomesha hata Kiarabu, just one letter, believe you me, hiyo tu alif peke yake, the striving that you get, it's so much, you get so much rewards as a Muslim you are. Na hata you don't have to sasa usikie kwa sababu sasa you just came in, you have to study the whole thing. Apana. Just that step. One verse, kaa chini, study, endo kaisome, what is it talking about? Unaona? Eventually, that you get the hang of it. Kwa sababu ni ile, when it comes to Islam is a beautiful yet complex thing.
Yes.
It's not something you can learn in one day.
Yeah.
Na it's okay and it's fine. Vile tulikuwa tunasema babies kwanza lazima watambae ndo endelee kutembea. Unaona? Yeah.
It's a journey. It's a journey that we're all on it. Like it's not like anyone amefika destination akasema you know what, nimefika finish line.
Because hata hao mashehe wetu unaona shehe amesoma but bado anakwambia kuna vitu bado mimi sijajua. Wacha nifanye nini nisome
research.
Shehe wako unajua shehe wangu ndio mashallah yeye ndio top, lakini hata yeye akona shehe wake ambaye anasoma kwake.
So it's upon yourself to do that, to do some research.
And our reverts brothers and sisters, they also take it upon themselves kujifundisha, because unajua pia uwezi ngangana kufundisha mtu mwenye hataki kusoma.
Oh, by the way,
it's a very important
point. Very hard.
Yeah, because if somebody
wanasemaga usipeleke, usilazimishe ngome
river, but you can never force it to drink.
Yes, ndio hiyo.
So the only thing we can do with our reverts is to encourage them, we be there for them. Like tuwapatie hiyo side, tuwapatie mwelekeo, tuambie this is the correct way and this is. Na hata ukipata mtu kama amekosea, don't shout at them.
Yeah, be very patient. Ni ukweli.
Be patient with them. Mwelekeze tu, mwambie hapa umekosea, usiende hivi, enda hivi. Na hata after umemkosoa, please don't announce them. Isikuwe mkutano msikitini.
Oh, we've done this and this.
Ajue, ule alisilimu. Nilimkuta akitawadha, hata ajui kutawadha. Hapana. Ushamwambia imetosha.
Yeah, we should go easy on them. We should also accept the fact that, you know what, you can't learn things in one day, like just Suhaila said. Like you should welcome, unapatiana room for correction, room for mistakes.
Hata mtu amemuona akitawadha, mbona just mama karibu na yeye mwambie utawadhe vizuri. Unaona? So I feel like it's something that should be very, like it's such a big discussion for us to go.
I guess we as Muslims, we should take this upon ourselves and have these discussions in our various safe spaces, in our various groups, everywhere, our social medias, everywhere, we have this topic. Because unaona kuna reverts wenyewe waliingia na wakakaa na wakakubalika, na saizi mtu anakwambia niko na 20 years, 30 years kwa religion.
Mashallah.
Kuna wengine wameingia 1 year, 2 years, somebody is still struggling.
That's
so
true.
They can also share the secrets.
Uplifting.
Upliftiane. Because I remember Ramadhan last year, I don't know where we were. And kwa group yenye tulikuwa, we had a revert, and she was telling us amekuwa hapo for almost 15 years. So hiyo process ya kusha, another lady came in akatuambia pia mimi nimerevert hapo for these years, and I was like,
that is so important.
Nice thing. So what if we have just a place where reverts wanakuja, then they share how did you succeed 20 years down the line, how did you give up, what's the secret?
Testimonials.
10 years hizo testimonials zinaweza kuwa something very nice.
And this makes me so happy to have this opportunity kwata ongelelea and being able to, like, having knowledge and giving out to other people. And for the viewers at home, kwa sababu tumefika mwisho wa segment yetu, this is such a discussion that is very big and very broad. So we want to hear your views. So on our social media, on Mahdi TV, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, whatever it is, tell us what you think about the topic that you've heard today, because we would absolutely love to hear your views. And also it'd be such an opportunity for those reverts that maybe would be watching at home to understand and to have those tips on how to go about Ramadan. Thank you so much. Imekuwa Mimi, Mariam na Khadija, and it's such an honor for us to be sitting here and talking about such beautiful topics. Until next time on your favorite show, Iftar and Chill, Ma'asalam.